supercharged up over here into Austin. The ATX. It's a $15 ride right here.
Hi.
Hello.
Do you mind if I sit up?
Go ahead.
Or should I?
Go ahead.
Okay.
There's a shuttle.
Yeah. Greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir. No problem.
What is that?
No, dude, nicotine keeps me up. at
You
night.
need any
I'll
more
be behind
space, sir?
probably.
You got me?
You have
No,
enough knee space?
I'm good, man. Thank you
Cool.
for asking.
You're welcome.
I can hold or put it over here.
No, I got it. I got it right here.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me up.
No problem.
Yo, this is a Lucid, right?
No, it's a Polestar 2.
Oh, okay. I've never seen
It's an
one.
electric Volvo.
Nice.
That's
Electric
cool.
Volvo, hell yeah.
How do you like it?
Dude,
I like it.
Volvos
I like
are
it.
the sickest. I always love Volvos.
Yo, this is a nice car.
Dude, the first time we got a Volvo, we were going to Big Bend,
Yeah.
and we rented through Costco, and I was telling my wife, like, Costco's the best way to rent cars, and she wasn't believing me.
He
And then
honking
they-
at y'all? Or us?
Yeah, he was saying goodbye.
Oh, all right.
That's our buddy.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I hate going to fucking Costco. Like every time I go to Costco, like I spend $500.
That's why I don't have a membership yet. Although
I'm
I'm thinking about it.
Well, no. Going to Costco is different than renting a car through Costco. Renting a car through Costco, you just do it online. It's just like going to, like, you know,
Really?
Enterprise or anything else.
Yeah, just use your SHI code, bro. Like,
But they're not the airport.
SHI has a code for Avis, Hertz, whatever you want.
No, Costco's better, I'm telling you. Listen to this story.
Have you ever used the code, though, for
Yeah.
SHI?
If you would let me finish this story.
All right, tell the
Listen-
story without
listen.
pausing.
All right, I won't interrupt you unless you say something dumb.
No, it was going. I mean, this was all on par with the great story because it's all about a free great upgrade like we are in this Polestar.
Tell us, brother.
So there I was, trying to just rent a normal SUV from Costco, right, at a great rate. Don't get me wrong, like, this is why we chose it. We did all the research, like you're saying, right, compared with Expedia and SHIs and all these, like, bullshit rental rates. And turns out Costco was the best rate. Well, then we went to go pick up the car that turned out to be like an OEM through Avis. They ended up like upgrading us to a free Volvo. They were like, hey, look, we got this car back. We didn't wash it, but if you'll take it the way it is, like, you can like get a free upgrade. And we're like, oh, fuck yeah, we'll take it. So there we are, like driving like 9 hours to Big Bend with no hands on the wheel, free autocorrect lane assist. This is like back in 2017 before it was standard. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, we were like living it up. It was great. We didn't even have to have the hands on the wheel. So we were having a great time. And, you know, you realize real quick, they're like, good technology for sure is worth it. And,
Yeah.
and Volvos stay on the road for like 20 years. At least. At least.
I mean, when I look at the
They're
list
a
of
great
car,
deal.
list
They're
of
like
brands
one
that
of the
last
best
longest.
luxury cars you can get, for sure. It's not like a complete rip-off in terms of maintenance. For sure. No, for real.
And Volvo owner, how do you feel?
Oh, I like this Volvo.
Yeah.
See?
I was just charging right there at the by that Platinum Fitness. Right down the street.
How does that cost you?
Nah, it was listing like $19.
To fulfill?
Well, it was at 20.
Yeah, so I used to work at
From
Anderson
20%?
Budget.
It was at 20,
Ish.
like 25, 27.
And it's
Yeah, I
19
used
bucks to
I
fill?
used to work at car.
Yeah, well,
Anderson
yeah,
Budget.
to the
That's
92.
cool.
And
When
if you
you
book a smaller
usually
car
try to go
and
to 10
after
to
an
80,
upgrade,
but
Yeah.
I was just
it's
sitting
like
there
a
waiting,
discount
so
code, like
Sure,
SHI,
yeah.
they'll
may as well
give it to
just
you.
charge it up.
Yeah.
a
How
little.
long did that take?
I have a friend
Yes.
that's,
Close to an hour.
I have a friend
Okay,
that
wow.
See, as it
has
goes up,
different
it slows
discount
down.
code 'cause
Yeah,
she used to
well,
work
that
there.
sucks.
Yeah.
She hasn't worked there in like 3 years.
Well,
She
you
still
know,
uses
the
it.
batteries are
Yeah.
They're
Good to know.
volatile.
They don't turn nothing.
Yeah, I haven't got on board the battery train yet.
Yeah, it's all good.
You know, I like being able to just
Dude,
drive
like,
for
what you
300
should
miles
do
on
Yeah.
a tank of
is
gas.
You make two
I haven't gotten over that.
reservations.
Well, they
One
have
for
some that
the
goes
car you actually
300.
want, and one
300?
for a car
Well, that's
that's
good.
2
3 and a
sizes
quarter.
smaller.
Really?
And when you
Okay.
make 2 reservations, they'll have 2 cars there because you book 2
However,
reservations.
if your
and when you get
destination
there,
is in the middle
you
of
go
fucking
for
nowhere,
the smaller
Yeah,
size.
you're screwed.
And then
Yeah.
you tell them, hey, I had an extra reservation
Good
for
to
this.
know.
Can I get a free
Yeah.
upgrade? And because they already have the
And you can't just plug into
inventory,
any
they'll just
wall,
fucking give
right?
you
You have to
Nah.
have the charger wired in.
Or for a very small,
plug
for a
in,
very
right?
small.
Oh, you just take the
increase,
dryer charger.
People will
You
do
just
that all
cancel
the time.
There's a charge
Yeah,
for that.
and you get your SHI discount.
Yeah, well,
Costco
your
fucking
electricity
discount.
at your house.
You're
Oh,
able to
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
double
but I mean,
tap
if I,
into some
like,
discounts for,
drove
like,
to
older
Fredericksburg,
cars. It's
Really?
amazing.
to my mom's
You
house,
gotta make
I
2
couldn't just plug into
reservations,
the
though.
wall, could I? Or could you?
And nobody gives
Can you
a
just plug
fuck,
in
the
like,
dryer?
You just like
Yeah.
charge your car.
Your
for,
car?
like,
The
500
dryer-
and
the dryer
drive with,
plug.
like,
Oh, the dryer
don't
plug.
prepay.
No,
Don't.
now I
I
understand.
know.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like
Sorry
in
about that.
theory,
That's all good.
you're just like
So you could just
agreeing
plug into
to,
their
like,
dryer output
500, but
and
then,
charge
like,
your
you
car
end
that
up,
way.
like paying like 150.
Wow.
Right.
But it's not gonna
Yeah, like
go.
half
It's not
of
gonna
whatever
charge
you
up in an
pay.
hour though.
It could
Yeah.
take all night.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like if that's your
Yeah.
destination
Like, you
for a
book
weekend or
size
something,
versus
that's
the
okay.
SUV.
Wow.
Like they already have the SUV there.
You're talking
That's
like a 2
cool.
or 3 day trip for like that price.
Any
That's 500.
any trip. It can be 7 days. It can be 2
I know,
weeks.
I know, but like that.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that estimate. Yeah, that estimate. Right.
Well, that's why it's
They already have the
going.
inventory there,
Yeah,
and they get
yeah,
better
it's happening.
commissions on
Like, get off that
upsells.
gas.
So if they're like, hey, we'll
Yeah.
do the SUV for $10 more per day,
Certainly
and you're
more
like,
expensive.
yeah, that's better than what I was seeing MSRP.
Yeah. So
Then
they don't even really
yeah.
care the
As long as they're not
price.
saving
getting
the world,
benefit.
right?
They're
'Cause
getting higher
It's
commissions.
gonna take more than
off
the
of
car to
upsells.
save the world.
Yeah,
So
like,
higher
exactly.
percentage
Like
on either
you're
lower
charging your
rate
car
or,
off
like,
of
more
a
money,
grid
like
that
you're
is
saying.
powered by
Yeah,
fossil
yep.
fuels.
Nah,
Because
that
an
that.
upsell is
Well, if you
is
charge at
Austin
home,
is
maybe.
powered by oil
than a
and
regular
gas.
cell.
Well, not
You
at the
get more
EV go where I
percentage of
charge
the
at. It's
So
green energy.
a lot of these
That's
places
green
are
That's what I'm
energy?
saying. Like a
Yeah.
free
Okay.
The EV go.
upsell is even on a
That's
lower
good to
rate
know.
is better for them.
It
Then,
kind of
like,
defeats the purpose if
a
you're using.
lower rate.
Well, exactly my
on
point.
Yeah.
a
You know,
longer commit.
Exactly my
100%,
concern.
100%.
You know,
yeah.
if you're doing it because it's
You book a
it's
fucking
cool and
Chevy
because that's what you
Equinox,
want to
but
do,
you
like
want, like a Ford
that's
Expedition.
great. But if you're powering off
You book
of
a Chevy
an oil and
Equinox and
gas
Ford Expedition, so they
grid,
have
you
the
know,
car
powered
there.
grid, then
And
you
then
know,
when you go
you're not
in,
changing anything. You're just changing
Then
your
like
limit
Cadillac-
charge.
the Cadillac, you get
Equinox,
a-
the
you
midsize,
get a
the
Cadillac
the
one.
5-seater.
2 years free charge.
Hey, I have a second reservation
So,
for something bigger.
You're saving some
But I
money.
realize that I may not
I mean,
need
that's
it, but
pretty
if you
impressive.
get it for a good price, then I'll take it. And if you want for $10
like
more
that.
per day, you can have it. Because they already have the inventory. They get better commissions on renting the car out on an upsell versus a standard price.
Where are you right turn into here? Oh, I see. What's this guy doing?
Let him do his thing as long as he's doing it. Okay.
Exactly.
If I was driving right now, that would be me. The guy in front of us was the signal on.
I'm turning right. Stay off my ass.
Thank God I'm not driving.
I think they're
right
trying
now.
to turn right
We
here.
would be
Oh, right, yeah.
mad fucked.
But that's a fuck turn, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he warned us early.
Yeah.
Like a whole mile early and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Jake, so I mean you'll appreciate this having lived here before, but like I used to live in San Antonio and I grew up there, and like there used to be a noticeable difference between those two cities, Austin and San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And now like this, like because this area in particular used to be like, okay, you're finally entering like inner city Austin proper. But now, like, you can't really tell a difference. Everything's just fucking grown together.
Yeah.
Like, from the south to the north, it's like, Austin's still pretty consolidated, so it's like it doesn't take that long to get from one edge to the other.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, North is so big with Round Rock and all of that.
right. But you go the same distance south and you're like in San Antonio.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
wait, what the fuck? Where am I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jake, that you were raised in San Antonio.
Wasn't.
No, me.
Oh, him.
I
Oh, I
was.
forget there's two Jakes.
Yo, I always wanted to ask you, are you okay with going by Jake, or do you want to go by Jacob?
Me?
Yeah.
I normally always go by my last name.
Well,
I've
yeah,
never- there's only, like-
yeah.
That is
there's
how
only,
you
like,
were
one of those.
referred, but
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, good. 'cause
There's only one
yeah.
of those.
Yeah. That's how I recommend you to fucking like A's and shit too.
There's only, it's easier.
That's
But
funny.
the problem is, it's funny with AEs and emails. Like you're talking to Jake earlier about sometimes like being reliant on the incompetent people. I'll have people literally misspell my name, but put me on an email. And I'm like, hey, if you had misspelled this in the email line, it would not have gone through to me. So like, you realize it's right there. Like my name, my email, everything is literally right there in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, look at the other side.
Every call with a customer or like a new AA that I've never talked to before, you're always like, how do you pronounce your name? Is it Saeed or Syed? And I'm like, motherfucker, I talked to you 3 months ago. You never asked. You know what I mean? It's like,
At least they're asking. Honestly, I have taken a few people's names in security, including yours, and been like, Phil, you're doing it wrong. Phil, it's Saeed. And Phil, it's, whatever. Like I've been correcting him for a year now. And it's like, hey man, you've been doing it wrong this whole time. You didn't ask. Like,
Hey, like Tom Freeman.
what?
Hey, hey, I've been correcting Tom for like 5 years now, bro.
Bro, fucking Tom, dude. What a fucking pinhead,
what are people
bro.
calling him?
No, fucking Tom calls me Mahir, dog.
Honestly, people have done that more than you
Other
think.
brown guy.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, there's 2 Indian guys on the team. Like, it could be either one. Let me just toss off a name. Fucking.
Tom. What a guy. What a guy.
What a fucking pinhead. Yeah, his numbers are shit this year. I wonder.
Yeah, he's not doing too hot right now. He needs somebody to manage him better.
I think he's looking for a different job, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure he's done.
No,
Like,
dude, nobody's gonna quit because everybody knows something's gonna change in January. It's gonna be fine.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But fucking Tom, bro, he's like at the bottom, like 5 percentile. Like,
I mean, is he
Yeah.
over a 60% to plan?
bro, he's not even 20% to plan. Like, he's mad fucked. I don't know what he's planning on doing,
Well,
Dude, to be fair, if you're not fucking the game, if you're actually following the economy, nobody's more than actually like 10%.
but yeah, I agree
The
with
fucking
you.
market is fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, the market is its own problem. Like, you guys have a target. If you're hitting it one
But
way or
I'm
another.
talking about actual spending and actual leading at our company. We don't get double taxed, which is great. But you can't have 5 people tagged to a $1 million deal and expect to recognize $5 million.
Right.
Other
You're going to
people-
recognize
yeah.
$1 million.
Which is
Yeah.
why they don't want more than 2 people on a knob unless it is deserving.
Oh, agreed. I'm not arguing
It's
with that.
34C.
My point is just like,
Good catch.
that is what's
Official.
happening.
Please don't do
No, you're
that.
right. There's like 17 people on a fucking op for $1 million. Like, you know who's really bad at doing that? Like, I can name off the people.
Please
Because
do.
I'm such a fucking, like, miser about this shit. You got Kate. You You got fucking what's his name? Who's that architect?
K-Tex, oh my god.
What's that old guy's name?
Russell?
Yeah, fucking Russell. Every time I get on a call with him, he wants to talk about UFOs and shit.
I'm their manager.
That's Tom. Dude, I have AEs literally pinging me on the SPRs asking me if I can speed it up for Tom. Hey, Jake, keep this between us. Don't be a dick. All
I
right?
got you, bro.
But, like,
I got you.
hey,
I got you.
they're
Hey, we're talking as friends here, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
as friends.
Come up trash,
Yeah.
boys. Come
They're
up
li-
trash.
they're
You have no
literally-
idea
they're
how many
literally
cones I have on my
pinging me- They're
head.
literally pinging me like, Tom, like, hey, like, can you speed it up? Because Tom just keeps telling stories.
He forgets what type of questions he asked me. He asked them again, and he's like, "Oh, I was in the military and I hit my fucking head and I forget what I say." I'm like, dude, you can't be doing that.
Yes.
He's like, I have short-term memory loss. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
dude.
that's not my fucking problem.
Dude, the other day we were in, what do you call him? Like,
Sax manages him?
Yeah. The other
Alright.
day we were in like a debrief though, and it was like he just like kept going on for like 30 minutes about an MDR off that we had already agreed was gonna be long term, and we were like, yeah, this is at least like 18 months out, and he just kept
shit.
going, and we were
Yeah.
like, dude.
Yeah, fucking Tom, dude, what a pinhead.
We were like, dude, this is supposed to be like 30 minutes, but it's literally like 4 on a Friday. We're like,
Bruh.
everybody was trying to wrap it up in 10. Like,
Bro,
come
he
on.
talked about to a customer. I don't work with him anymore because I avoid it like the fucking plague. But like, he fucking talks to customers about his pool in his backyard for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, he does.
Even our driver's like, that's fucking awful.
Oh man,
He does.
no, Tom's a cool guy. He has a good heart, but fuck, he does not.
He really does
He,
mean well.
he means well, but he just needs to shut the fuck up sometimes.
Yeah. pretty much.
Like no one wants to hear about your Air Force career, or why you had head injury, or like how big your pool is, and what temperature it is. Like,
That is fucking hilarious. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, there's shit you just don't see unless I hear from you guys.
yeah,
so.
but I think Russell's gone after like December, after January. He's gone. Like,
No.
bro, you seen his numbers?
I don't pay that much attention.
For his numbers.
Today I learned Saeed looks at everyone's numbers. Yeah, well, I promise you, me and everyone else are looking at those numbers.
I'm trying to be the top 50%.
Logie,
I'm
you
not
could
trying
fucking shit on camera and still have a job tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
he's a-
because
You're okay.
That's
He's a
because
cl- he's a
nobody
cloud
else
second.
does
That's
it.
because you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
killing
Yeah,
it.
he's a cloud second to me, and everyone knows that.
Yeah, dude.
No,
100%.
Dude, sometimes you just get thrown into the fire by yourself and you're fucked. And
Well, you know, can't
Yeah.
protect you from yourself, but
yeah, I mean, that's why I try to keep my mouth shut for the most part.
you're doing a good job. Keep it on fire.
See what I mean?
Yo, are we on 6th Street?
Yeah.
The people I'm looking at look like they belong on 6th Street.
Just trying to get out.
Yeah, we're on
Out
6th
this
Street, but do
shit.
you want to get out now and enjoy it, or do you want to wait until tomorrow?
Do you want me to have a good presentation tomorrow?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying let's do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might even call some of my local friends and be like, hey, we're
By
going
the way,
out.
tomorrow on Thursday is college night, so sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome to downtown.
So you have a bunch of fucking
Right
like,
now, it's
More
just
fun
weird.
things to look at
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And post
Plus, we can go
stress.
to like Wessex, where like you actually need to have a legitimate ID.
Yeah.
We can have it.
I mean, my recommendation would be Rainy Street because it's a slightly older
I've
crowd.
never partied on Rainy Street. I've always been on 6th Street. When my
It's
friends
pretty
went to
different from last time I was
UT.
there, but I just
Yeah,
looked
I
at it
haven't-
tonight and it still looks pretty awesome.
I haven't been to that since it's been like a little bit more limited, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, there hasn't been
COVID really changed it.
Yeah.
There's shit that's just straight up gone, and there's a skyscraper in this place.
Yeah.
Like, it's changed a lot in the past couple of years. But
Yeah. No kidding.
where's
Is it right here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just y'all's hotel?
Yeah. This is
Yeah, A-Loft. Yeah. Yeah. Are you available for another ride?
Well, I just took another one, but
Okay. Because
Thank
I'm
you,
leaving them
appreciate
here,
it.
but I gotta find
Yeah.
another ride home.
We should have made it a 2-stop.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Next time.
Y'all have a good one, fellas.
Hey, thanks a lot,
Yes, sir. No problem.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Hang out here.
Hello, Adrian.
Me sitting in the middle? I can't. Hold up. Wait. Give me a second.
Let me scoot this seat up as much as I
No,
can.
you're fine. You're fine.
Thank you so much.
No,
That's a lot of y'all.
no, I'm a big boy. That's all. You can't be mad at me for being like fucking 6 foot plus.
Okay.
I'm just saying I am. I'm like 6'4".
No, you're little. You're like 5'9".
059. Yeah. I'm literally taller than literally 100.
Taller than me, yeah, for sure.
Does that record the whole night?
I-
And the car.
yeah, it does do with the car. Though.
Just curious
nice.
because we want to know if it's like recording in the back
Do you-
seat.
And
Like-
also, can you send it to us?
No. Do you do like TikToks or
just kidding.
YouTube? I know a lot of guys like.
Yeah, I do put it on YouTube
Oh, nice.
because if not, I'll have nowhere to store it.
Mm.
It's too much footage.
Did you see that New York scam that happened with the Kia and that gray Nissan?
Wait, I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
did
The
actually?
car
They
backed you
backed
up.
They backed into the
Yeah.
wait. Hey, he
The
knows what I'm
dash,
talking
the
about. He
dash.
Yeah,
knows.
I saw it.
Dude, that's fucked up.
They burned off once they see they had that camera.
Yes, yes. And every one of the comments is telling them to fucking press charges.
Oh yeah, well, they hit you, so
Yeah.
they ran, and then 4 people got out. 4 people,
Yeah,
4 people trying to get paid.
And then that Kia Soul came around.
They were all rubbing
that
their
red
heads,
Kia,
rubbing their necks.
that red Kia Soul came behind them and then pulled up in front.
Remember when we
shit was
drove a
great.
red Kia Soul?
Who's
Oh, and
we?
like this.
Not you.
Yeah, I forgot
Calm
about
down.
that. I didn't know what kind of car we drove.
Wait, don't really.
Oh, he's breakdancing.
Brandon!
you remember the first time we came down here with Jordan? Nick, can you remember that?
Yes.
And we fit
I was
her,
not there for
we
that.
fit in
No,
her,
you guys
her
were not
green
invited.
Kia Soul, and there was like
Yes.
7 of
There
us.
was a carpet in there too.
7.
No, it was horrible.
It was me,
horrible.
Leah, Joe.
And let me
Remember,
get hold on.
Is that when Joe and
Jordan,
Jordan were fucking?
Jordan, Bailey, and,
It was
and,
Jordan-
No, not Bailey.
and
No.
Dylan.
It
But there was like
Bailey
Hey,
7 of
bro,
us.
hold on.
Time to go out.
Wait. Me and Leah have been talking about the strip club.
What?
Bailey's not
Let's do it.
pregnant.
Hold on.
Bailey's not pregnant.
I know she's been drinking every day.
Yes.
Hold on. She's got a fucking like alcohol belly. Like, fuck it, she has a bump from alcohol.
Fuck it, she has a bump from alcohol.
Hear me out.
Whatever, listen.
Yes to the strip club is what you're asking. I know that's what you're asking. Let's go to the Yellow Rose, guys.
No.
Make a
shut the
move
fuck
then,
up.
Logan. You've never asked if we want to go. You've only asked.
Can
Yeah,
you
I will shut
the
up.
fuck
Yeah, I
Did you see
will.
the sign on it that said they had topless
Obviously,
bartenders, and we
AJ
went in
wears a
there and there was no
pants, so
topless
who the fuck
bartenders?
cares what you think?
Kind of
So,
fucked
so
up.
to be honest, the men wear the pants. So Leah,
That's right now.
Leah's
me,
a girl, stupid.
me and AJ were thinking go into a fucking that
The
strip
strip
club
club?
near our house.
Okay.
What?
Near our house.
Hey.
Are you talking about Foxy's?
You were
Oh, the one with the
thinking
strobe
about
I didn't
lights?
even know they had a strip club near their house.
Oh look,
Man,
But I'd be down.
Mayfair's
you hung
having
out with
the,
Joe.
Hey, what
the
do you
after
mean?
party.
As long as you're there.
Oh.
you hung
Nikki,
out with Joe. Yo, wanna
Mayfair
go?
was having the after party for Don Tolliver.
Oh, is he?
Wait,
we
who?
just
Oh my
passed the
god,
club.
we just passed it.
Logan.
Mayfair.
Holy fuck, what are we gonna do?
We just missed the after party.
Yeah, Mayfair.
Can you shut the fuck up? You're right.
They had
That's
Quavo
how-
there last weekend.
That's where the
Well, listen,
Drake
we'll,
after party
we'll
was.
drop off ourselves and listen to you fucking Uber home. Drunk ass.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking Nikki, bro. She told me she's falling asleep. I'm looking at her. She's
my-
smiling while her eyes are closed.
My eyes are open.
Barely.
No, they are.
I've seen fucking Hannibal Lecter. I watched that movie last night. Red Dragon, bitch. You didn't think I seen that, did you? You didn't
Red
think
Dragon.
Yeah, and one of them is.
Christ.
She needs like a full breakfast.
You know
At
what you
least a
need?
Xanax.
You know what you need?
I
you
need a lot.
You need a full night's sleep while we fucking go turn up for the rest of the night. Because I have. Okay, I'm gonna need first I go to strip club. I'll fucking meet them. But me, you go to the strip club.
Does Logan think that we want to strip club tonight? Or is he just talking about in general? Because tonight would be insane, first of
I
all.
would say in public
Oh,
gym.
tonight would be insane. We get it, your old ass. You probably were tired fucking 5 hours ago. We know you were.
Logan,
We
I'm
knew you were
4
tired by
years older
sunset.
than you. Chill out.
I know you're like, what, 30? We knew you were tired by sunset. You were tired when Don Tolliver came out. And he came out fucking 30, what,
That's
three
better
hours
than
late?
that's
AJ?
better than me sleeping until 2 p.m.
Shit, you might as well. You might as fucking well.
Yeah,
Might as
what,
well
what do
sleep
you
until-
do when you get up at 2?
And I do push-ups, sit-ups,
No, you don't.
ab workouts.
No, you
Why are you
don't.
laughing? I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious.
No, you don't. You get up and then
Oh,
you
but
turn on the
oh,
TV.
You know what
and
I
then
do?
you go.
What TV? In my room? I don't have a fucking TV
You
set
move
up.
to the couch
Leah,
and then
Leah.
you go turn on the TV and you lay there and you fall asleep until Leah gets home and she wakes you up.
Come on, Leah.
What?
Tell them it's. What do you mean? What? Tell
Why
them it's
is it
not true.
what?
I'd rather be tired at night than
Listen, so
tired
what?
all day.
So I get tired all day. I got shit to do. I'm a busy fucking man.
Like
Leah,
what?
Leah, tell them I was not busy when you got home. Tell them
weren't
I was
busy?
not sexually busy when you got home.
Excuse me?
That's what they're implying.
That's
Fuck
not
you
what.
mean?
That's not what they're implying.
Not at all.
Really? Because Nikki said, bam, bam. You
What?
woke up and you did what? Have oral sex?
That's not what you said, Logan.
Might as well been. Might as well been.
Okay, whenever we get to Whataburger, order Logan a
Oh, you want Whataburger? Of course you do, fat ass.
double XL water.
Jeez.
Oh, in order Nikki a double
No
XL,
ice.
double XL. No ice in her drink. Extra fries, no seasoning. And then a fucking burger made from scratch with no seasoning either. So she could play it
Burger made from
herself.
scratch.
Listen, who was in the mosh pit tonight? Me and AJ.
We
And
all
me, shut the
were.
fuck up.
You
I
were.
was in one.
Can we be honest? It's because you chased me, and I love that. I love that you chased me. In that moment.
Jesus Christ.
And I would never forget that either. You're so close to that. No one else would, because I fucking hate them. Like Leah and fucking Nikki. Oh! Kill themselves. But like,
Jesus Christ.
no, everyone. Man, Leah's like maybe acceptable. Depends what her point of view is. Leah, what's your point of view?
Look, we live together, so you should, like, you know,
Nah,
maybe,
kill her off.
be careful what you say.
Kill her
kill
off.
Kill her off. Okay.
Where are you gonna live once Leah's gone?
Baby, it's just me and you, baby.
Okay.
To the end of the world.
Jesus.
Hey, don't worry about nothing. No one
Jesus
else.
fucking
Just me and you.
Christ. Okay.
Wait, Ken Nable's calling my name.
They're closed.
No, they're not. They don't close for their hour.
God, shut up.
Wait, who said that? Logan Delmore. Up the sea. Wait, you missed it. Wait, look, you missed it.
No, they're going that way.
Are we at your house?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You miss living over here, don't you?
No. I'd be fucking dropped off over here.
Is it right here?
I
Yes.
guess.
Yes, right here is perfect. Thank you.
Does that mean you're going to take me to two different bars, or?
More exactly.
You can just pull straight forward, and then like there's gonna be like a street that you
Stairwell?
turn on, like
Okay.
at the very end, and you can
Alright.
just pull up and stop right there.
All right.
Yeah, like right here is perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's dead, but whenever it comes back on, I'll tip you. I'm sorry.
What the
So it
fuck
might
is
come
that?
in the morning.
Oh my, get out.
You got it?
No evidence left in the Uber. Alright, thank you. We're kidding. We're kidding.
You good, man?
Yes, we're good. Thank
I'm so sorry.
Have a great night.
You too. Trying to get some of this surge action. $225. See, I think it said $8. drive. We'll figure this out, folks. 2707 in 30 minutes.
Lamar Boulevard.
It's a $27 one right here.
Just ahead, turn right on West 32nd Street. Just ahead, make a slight left turn to stay on North Lamar Boulevard. 9th Street. Just ahead, turn right on West Avenue. Turn right on West Avenue. Just ahead, turn left on West 7th Street. Turn left on West 7th Street, then pick up on the right. Pick up on the right.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
No, I'm alright.
Head to your drop-off at Perfect 10.
My name is Chris, and I'll be your driver.
Cool.
And I'm recording for our safety.
Alright. Did you drive during F1?
Oh, Friday and Saturday I was over here. But Sunday I chilled at the crib.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like Formula One. Busy, but good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good for business. For people who party, the parties are good, but you know, I just like the business stuff and networking. I mean, I'm too old to do most of those parties. So, you know.
Oh, so you're still here from then for this weekend?
Nah, I mean, I live in Austin.
Okay.
But had some business partners in town, and you know, one actually put on two different ones put on some events, so was doing a bit of that.
Yeah, Eminem was at the track on Saturday. He did a concert.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a few things going on. Because in like the couple weekends before that was ACL. Did ACL. So now, you know, kind of glad that we just got like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas left, and that's it. There were some major events for the year that I can think of. I'm sure I'll have a couple business events pop up. But
Yeah, this year passed by kind of fast. I think that's the older you get, that's what happens.
oh yeah, I mean probably since I think the last year that like took a while to go by would have been like COVID, like 2020. But that was just because like nobody was doing anything
Yeah.
apart from like working from home. That was about it.
The scam-demic.
Oh yeah.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, but a lot of people did die, though.
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with I was like, wait, like, so I can just make money, stay home, use an excuse that there's a pandemic to not go out. Like, okay, so like my expenses are basically just the cost of living and food and nothing else. You know, just working all the time. I'm like, all right, like I'm making money. Like I have no issue with that. But yeah, the way the government handled that was
There's not a
screwy.
There's not a blueprint for that, and the blueprint they got now is not going to be the blueprint for the next one.
Oh yeah, it's they got yeah, the government's magical, you know. It's just like, all right, guys, you know, like, you know, I mean, I'm not a
very political person. I mean, I have a couple friends that are like done stuff in politics, but you know, I mean, they know I'm like, guys, like I'm a tech dude. So,
Yeah.
Like, I care about solving problems.
Yeah.
Like, you know, do you want my honest opinion or not? You know.
In a quarter mile,
Because
turn left
I
on
have
North
no interest in
I-35 using the left lane.
like political stuff. I think it's silly.
Yeah, but it's what makes this country go in one way or another, or gridlocks it up, or
I just wish, because I mean, I don't know, like a few decades ago, like you'd have debates that were actually about like the issues instead of just candidates just like talking trash about each other. Which I mean, it's funny, like it's funny, but it's also kind of sad where it's
Turn
like,
left
hey,
on
like we're
North
supposed to be,
I-35.
you know, the best country in the world, so maybe we should,
not acting civil. Then
yeah, get it together.
Just ahead, keep left onto I-35 north using the left
There's a lot of
lane.
dudes like me don't do politics. That would drive me crazy dealing with all that stuff.
Keep left
yeah, but
onto
the
I-35
politicians should be
north.
for the people, man.
They should. I mean, I feel like the ones that are either don't win.
Yeah,
They don't win usually, or
They don't have the money to back them.
or once they're in, you know, government, you know, like they lose out to like the crooked ones.
Yeah,
You know, or they can't get that.
you got to have the money to back you up.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about politics. You got to have the money to back you up, and if you ain't got the money to back you up,
And people spend a lot of money and it goes nowhere. I mean, Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York,
yeah,
one of the richest people in the world, spent a bunch of money on, what was it, last election, and didn't do very well. And I was kind of like, I kind of like that guy from the point where it's like, yeah, he's made, you know, he's a multi-billionaire.
Use it straight or left, right? Stay on the freeway, right?
Yeah. You know, but he just didn't do well in the debates, and I'm like, man, like,
Yeah, you got to be a talker, man.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's a smart, convincing person. I mean, there's a reason why. I mean, how much money does Mike Bloomberg have? Like 20 billion, 30 billion, like some insane number, right? And it's like, all right, he knows how to talk to people to like get business done. It's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the answer is. You know,
You got to be plugged in with the right people as well.
Oh yeah, and that just seems so hard to do. Because also I mean, like I don't know, like one of my, I mean, I got a couple friends in a couple different states that do political stuff, and they're not, nobody like would know their name really, but well, one maybe, but like they're, you know, I mean, because they're like, oh, well, you do, like, I do AI stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a math nerd. So I'm like, all right, like, they're like, oh, you want to help us with, like, data science?
Oh, they want you to
It's
crunch
like,
some
no.
numbers for them.
Because if I help anybody with anything political, now, like, everybody just assumes I'm in that camp. Because, like, I've been independent forever, and, like, I mean, I'll vote for one of the main candidates, but, like, I'm like, you know, if you think one group of people has all the answers, like, I hate to break it to you, like,
It's got to be a both. You got
No
to
one has all
work
the
with
answers.
each other. You got to work with each other.
but nobody wants to get along and be like, hey, like, this deal makes at least both of us kind of happy, and they're like, nope.
So it's their way or the highway.
Yeah, and that drives me nuts, because I'm like, okay, so the reason why a bunch of things don't get done is because you all want to behave like children.
Yeah.
Like that you know, and when people work for me, right, like building teams, and I'm doing that right now, like, I am totally okay if somebody, like, you know, I mean, I've risen up, you know, through my career, but, like, you know, if an entry-level person out of college, you know, goes, hey, like, I don't understand why we do it this way, I don't have a problem with that. You know, it's like, don't be a jerk, but it's like, yeah, ask that question, or if you go, hey, I've been thinking about this, I want to try something, okay.
Be innovative.
Right, you know, and if we still disagree, it's like, okay, right, but at least it's like you put the cards on the table.
You got to compromise.
Versus me just being like, oh, hey, you know, I'm the CTO, so do what I say because I'm in the C-suite. Like, no, like, that's not leadership. Like, that's just bullying people.
That's dictatorship.
Right, you know, versus, like, I mean, some of my favorite examples of where it's like, okay, like, or I'm like, I don't know if that'll work or not, you know, and it, you know, came from, like, one dude was like a year out of school, like, had like a year of work experience, was like very smart.
Just
you
has
know.
a different angle, maybe.
And the guy, he had good ideas, right? And so like I was like, all right, like I'll give you a shot. So like, how about you wrap up your other stuff, and then when you do, like I'll try to like carve out some time that you can just dedicate to working on it, right? And then like let something like let it run over the weekend, and then like come Monday, like I'll go over it with you. And what the dude did was very clever, to the point where I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna show this to the client, and you're gonna have to like, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions because they're gonna ask, I want to make sure that we got all, everything squared away. But like, that dude crushed it, right? And it came from like he goes, hey, like the way this is being done, like it makes sense, but it also is annoying me, so I want to try something else. And it's like, all right, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like
New minds are always good to add to the mix.
Right.
They have a different perspective.
Exactly.
They're not in the same loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and the incentive is, at least in the tech world, it's like, all right, if you can build better technology, like you make more money, you can go do PR or whatever, right? And I feel like in politics that there aren't very good incentives to like do the right thing anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I understand why they do it, because they get rewarded for acting stupid, but it's kind of like, it's a short-term win, but long-term, like, things don't get better.
Yeah, you gotta compromise, man.
I know.
Two groups can't get along. It has to be the talker that gets their ear,
Uh-huh.
Just like Barack, he was a good talker.
Oh, yeah, one of the all-time best, I would say.
Yeah, he was a good talker, and Biden not so much. He's kind of.
And they're both old. Like Biden's old and Trump's old, and it's like you can tell they both like are super old, and you're like,
they're not ready to hear other persons.
It's like, can we get somebody who like, we're confident will actually like live through like the 4 years if they get elected? Because it's like, okay.
They have ulterior motives, man.
Oh, I know. But I mean, it's, and politicians want to, climb the government ladder and then go to the private sector and make money. But, like, a lot of politicians aren't very good at business.
Yeah.
Like, there are a couple ones that came from business before politics, but most of them
are lawyers, man.
Yeah, and they just do, like, wacky stuff where, it's just kind of like, the only reason you get to do this is because you are politically connected.
Yeah.
Because if some random person, off the street, like, pitched me or anybody else, like, half the stuff they talk about, we'd be like, are you crazy? Like, what are you talking about?
They're just adding more fat to the...
Yeah. Which is a problem, because the government needs to have a better incentive for how they manage their money.
Nah, fuck it. We got the bill. Fuck it.
Exactly. Which that doesn't work. Like that doesn't work in regular life. The government shouldn't be doing that either.
Yeah, they shouldn't be spending all the money that we don't have yet.
Exactly.
They should spend it wisely instead of just. I know Ukraine needs a gang of money and all this other shit. But come on, man.
Right.
Spend it better.
Exactly.
Wiser.
That would be very nice.
Why do we always have to foot the bill for everybody?
Because it's easy for them to do. They blame somebody else, which.
Yeah, but in the end, it's the taxpayer who pays.
Exactly.
And they're going through all the loopholes to pay less.
Yep.
And while the middle class and the lower class got to pay more than them, especially. Like, Trump hasn't wanted to show none of his tax records for nothing, because he probably pays nothing.
Probably, and with like real estate.
He's been bankrupt X amount of times, man.
Oh yeah, which is like
he gets out of paying people their money.
Dude, I mean, he's been sued like thousands of times, which is crazy because like
he gives them pennies on the dollar in the end.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like a huge company, like if you're Walmart or Amazon. It's like, okay, you're going to get sued just because you have a ton of people that work for you.
Yeah.
You know, and a ton of people in and out of your stores. But I'm like, Trump owns just a bunch of real estate. Like, being sued that many times doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't.
He's not for the people, not for even for the people who worked for him.
I mean, Trump is pretty good at, well, he's pretty good at like turning fame into dollars. Because I mean, he's made so much money off of like being president.
Yeah.
You know, where he's like, oh, I'm gonna like create my own version of Twitter and like this, that, and the other thing, and like raise all this money. You know, so like he's smart at that of like marketing and selling stuff, but he just does so much other random shit. Like, dude, like, you know, yeah, I don't know.
He's in it for himself. That's what he was in it
Yeah.
for. If to be president, you can't be like that.
Right.
You gotta be in it for the people, and whatever happens, happens.
Oh, for sure.
The people will care for you more.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point of being a king of peasants, you know?
Some people just like being on a power trip, I guess.
Yeah, but
It's not my jam.
nah,
It's you know, because
you're not a people person, man.
I mean, I hire people, manage people, multiple levels, but you know, it's like, you know, like that's responsibility,
Yeah.
right? It's not like because people are like, oh, like being the boss is great. You can tell people what to do. It's like no, like,
Everything rides on you in the end.
You have to make them want to do their job because otherwise they'll quit when they get a better one.
You have to be a coaxer of egos.
Right. You know.
You gotta know how to talk to people, man.
Right. And you know, different people care about different things. Some people are like, hey, you know, I just care about the money. Other people are like, hey, I want to believe in what you're doing. Other people, you know, want to work somewhere cool. I mean, there are all sorts of reasons, you know, and I try to find out what
the environment's what matters most.
Yeah, and I try to find out, you know, what people want, you know, out of a job because like tech pays well, but I'm like, hey, you know, like I'm happy to pay people, you know, very well and happy to work very hard so you have a good place to work, but you know, you
gotta do your part.
You gotta do like really good work. Right, so I tell them, I'm like, you know, it's great for some reasons, but you know, I'm going to ask you to do a lot of stuff, right? And they're going to be, you know, long hours sometimes, and difficult clients. So if you want that, great, I'll reward you for it. But if you want a job that's less stressful, then like you probably don't want to build AI for, you know, corporate clients. Because they're going to be like, why is it so expensive? Why is it taking so long? Why'd you do it this way and not that way? You know. So, oh man, we got some traffic.
It doesn't show it on here though.
Yeah.
Well, we're not far.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, I've been interviewing people for the past few weeks to build out a new team and stuff, and like.
How's that going? What's the deciding factor?
I mean, so there's like technical skills and experience of like, have you worked on things that are related and that kind of stuff. But I mean, a lot of it is like, you know, if you're just in it for the money, like that's fine. But I mean, if you're, you know, that good, you know, fine. But I would rather have people where it's like, okay, like does the money help? Yes. But, oh, they have like a road closure up ahead is what it is.
Trying to let this big truck go. He's in front of me already.
But I mean,
because they'll get over when you're right next to him anyway. Be like, oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, the deciding factor for me is usually like they have to have the skills and the experience. Like that's a given. But it's more like, can they show that they actually like learning new things and like working on stuff where like nobody knows the answer.
Right.
Because you know that's kind of what I specialize in, which it's fun and you can make a lot of money, but it's also very stressful where it's like, all right, well nobody really figured out how to do this.
In 2 miles,
which
keep
is why
right
we're
toward
charging
Texas
a lot
45.
of money. But at the same time, you know, like you got to be interested in what you're doing because otherwise it'll get boring, it'll get difficult, you'll get stressed out. you know, because clients will get, you know, stressed out about it, you know. And
but does personality matter much?
I mean, I would put curiosity in personality, just because some people are more curious than others.
Yeah.
You know, like I have some friends where they're like, hey, it's just a job. I'm just gonna do like my 40 hours a week and chill and all that stuff. And then I got other friends that are like, nope, like I want to have a career and I want to work hard right. So, you know, but like curiosity is a big one because there's always so much new stuff in tech. Yeah. Where if you don't enjoy learning all the new things going on,
it's gonna pass you up, huh?
Well, not only that, but like it'll become very exhausting and stressful because there's always something new, and you'll get asked, like anytime something new gets announced, you'll have some client be like, oh, hey, what do you think about this? And it's like, I just heard about it when you did. Yeah. Right? You know? So, you know, that gets really hard. And, you know, people who are more curious tend to be like, oh, hey, this is cool anyway. You know, so that's one. You know, personality two is like, can they, you know, especially since a lot of this, you know, is consulting, is like, you got to talk to clients a lot. And even though like my job's, you know, selling the work and building the teams and managing a bunch of stuff, like you still have to be able to communicate something to a client. And, you know, not all clients are technical.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're going to want to have an answer, and you're going to have to explain it in a way that makes sense to them, right?
In layman's terms.
Yeah, and not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
And especially when the client is having a bad day or they're upset about something, maybe it's your fault, maybe it's not. Like, can you deal with that? Because not everybody can deal with that. Yeah. When somebody's yelling at you and they're like, "Okay, you owe this money," like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah. Like, because it sucks. Like that part sucks. So it's like. So, you know, there's a combination of things. Because, I mean, there are some people that, like, if I know that, you know, their job's not going to be interacting with the client much, but they're still, like, really talented, but they're not, you know, the personality's not much for, like, talking to people. It's like, okay, like, if I have stuff for somebody to do where they can kind of, like, be in a corner and collaborate with the team, but not have to deal with client stuff, I'm fine with that. I just know that, you know, for the clients we're getting, you know, they're just gonna want to talk to everybody because that's kind of who they are.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, but I mean, it's good. It's also like the economy's having a rough time of it, and the other thing too is like, you know, you post openings and there are a lot of people that apply, so like narrowing it down is something that, you know, is tricky. Like the reason why a bunch of big companies make people go through like a complicated process is to just narrow people down. Mm-hmm. You know, so I've had to find ways to, you know, narrow it down to the people that, you know, I'm highly confident, you know, they would do really well at the job, right? And deal with my like, head of sales and recruiting. He's really good. I mean, I told him like what I'm looking for and the kinds of stuff to make it a little bit easier. But I mean, yeah, the job market's tough, so you have people applying to just anything.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of.
So like, if they're overqualified, does that make it you less?
No. I mean, because I mean, we're doing like AI for like big companies, so.
So it's
like,
kind of hard to be overqualified right now.
Yeah, because it's like you can be an expert at something, but at the same time, like.
Make a U-turn on North I-35.
You know, you can't be an expert at everything. You know, and I've had people work for me and interviewed people for me who are, you know, 10, 15 years older. Right. And as long as they don't have an issue with it, I'm like, look, like, you've been around the block more than me. You know, I've been around the block, but, you know, if they're 10, 15 years older, it's like, all right, like, as long as you're, you know, okay with doing this, that's fine. But, I mean, if you're very experienced like that, I'm like, I'm not going to be your dad and, like, check in on you all the time. Yeah. It's like, you gotta be working hard. Yourself. Exactly. And when people are that experienced, it's like, look, like if you think there's a better way to do it than like what I'm proposing, just explain to me why you think your way is better. And,
yeah.
You know, and I've had plenty of times where I went, you know what, you know, you made a good point. Like, I'll let you do it your way. You know, let me know what you need. And there'll be other times where it's like, hey, I understand. It's not that one, but it's
I see it. The green side.
But You know, but there are other times where I'm like, yeah, I know why you want to do it this way, but you know, there are some other reasons why, you know, I want to do that. So like, you know, if my thing doesn't work, like, I'll happily point out that I'd be like, okay, like somebody proposed an alternative, you know. But I mean, yeah, it's like, and plus the overqualified thing, that's more of, I think, more of like an attitude thing than like a skills or experience thing. Because again, like some of my, you know, I mean, one of my favorite hires, this kid was like 23 and like fresh out of school, and he crushed it a few years ago. And then another dude, I mean, at the last place I was doing stuff, he
I should go around.
Yeah. You can kind of drop me off where that car's taillights are on. And this other dude, I mean, he was 10 years older than me.
Sure, I'll give you the...
Yeah, and
I'll pull over to the
yeah, and what I told the guy, I was like, all right, well, like, why aren't you, like a director or something somewhere? And he goes, well, you know, I could do that, but he's like, I got a wife and kids, and, like, I know I can be, you know, amazing, you know, amazing at this job, right? And, like, manage it all in, like, a, you know, pretty, like, easy, like, work schedule. And I, like, that was totally fine by me.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, but he was also, like, easy to work with, where he's like, hey, yeah, like, I've heard a version of the idea you're talking about. Like, here's what you might want to think about. You know, because we tried this, like, 10 years ago or something.
Well, have a good one, sir.
Yeah, you too, man.
Thank you.
Oh.
Next clip, y'all.